In BeamNG's career mode, you can go to Italy for the first time using the RLS Career Overhaul Mod. I'll pack up my bags and head over to Italy to see what they got in store compared to West Coast USA. Hey guys, it's TRIZE here, and hello FPS dudes. So picking out a car to go to Italy, so go to my computer and did I hit the freaking crypto lottery? How do I got over 2 million beam bucks? Did something... Where my cars at? Did my Wenoporus, my automation car, and the bus, did they automatically sold with this new update of freaking RLS Career Overhaul Mod? Well, I could go with my wannabe crypto buddy with one of my automation cars, actually two of them, the Mons Munis Cabriolet pushing 950,000, and over 1.3 billion with the Serpent Lafayette, aka the wannabe C5 Corvette. And search up for the Sunburst with a little search tab. I think it's exclusive to the spot here. I know it's a little bit high-ish in miles, so pick up the 2.5 liter of the new Hirochi Sunburst, the remastered version, with the frickin' wagon that we got going here. So pick up a taxi, about 40 beam bucks, try out the car, and head up to the highway to Fatal Lula Error. Your mom is a Fatal Lula Error. Hopefully that doesn't screw anything up in the future, trying to take my ass on over to Italy. So here is the wagon as so start up the test drive, and rip ass before the time runs out here, and see how this thing drives, and all that good stuff. And then there's a cop. Yep, pursue me, daddy. How about you? Want to pursue me? Maybe not. And I sold the dash cam footage for 600 bucks, so if I were to damage the car, I don't have to pay the $500 fee for damaging the car as the cop damages a Turbo Burger car. Good old American police, eh? Hey look, there's a guy driving a Weno Felidae. Parked? Or what? So there's a guy driving a Weno Felidae, or Porus. I'm guessing this is the guy that I sold the Wenoporus to automatically, as there's a Weno Tribal over there, and a bus being a bus. What are you doing, Mr. Boss, that I made an automation and sent you over to BeamNG.drive? I guess Auto Beam Public Schools ain't gonna hire you anytime soon. Alright, go to purchase info. Car drives pretty good. I know it's high on miles and away, but who cares? $24,000. Purchase this bad boy and take this boy over to Italy, which I'll show you the waypoint where to go if you were to go to Italy. So scrolling into here with the little tunnel, I'll snap a little waypoint here to get onto the main highway, which you gotta go up and around, loop-de-doo, and take you over there to find you where you need to go. That is why you should use your beers, ladies and gentlemen. Any minute to sell the dash cam footage with the car that is literally crippled after a 80-mile-an-hour collision because oh boy decided to come to LA and not check his beers and did all this damage. So going underneath the tunnel, now it's 50 miles an hour. I should probably obey the 50-mile-an-hour speed with this kind of damage on, so stay to the right-hand lanes, because the right here, the sign for San Armaro, normally this would be a blockade right here that should make you stay left, but now with this mod, you can drive straight and keep going straight until you go right here, which will get you to the loading screen to transition over to Italy, which will teleport me to Uncle's condo, so I don't show up on the highway, I just get TP'd here. Interesting. So walking up to my boy's condo, so purchase garage for nothing. So the garage here, Uncle's condo, is free with the regular save. So let's go to my vehicles, and it needs repair in Chinatown Garage and deliver to garage. So how much does it cost to import the car? $5 to import. Why not? And it takes like less than 2 minutes to deliver. What is this thing, like get a freaking airdrop someplace, or what? So take a look at the map of Italy, so I know as of right now, there are no, like, actual missions as of right now, so the only ones you got are APM challenges. This. Well, at least you got your drift spots, which I believe are the same thing in the regular free roam mode, and the garages as such. I think deliveries do work, but on here, you only have your hot laps like this rock crawl, which is basically just climbing up the damn walls, as so, the Norte Rally, and the outro drift again, stage 4 Norte Rally, mountainside descent. So it's just all hot laps and I believe deliveries, and that's it with Italy as of right now. Alright, got the car, but it needs repair, and did my value plummet by like 15,000 beam bucks? It was like pushing 40. Okay, so I'm guessing here in Italy, rent is too damn low for my pension. So right away, if you're to go to Italy, you got your stereotypical Italian EU plate on the back, as so, and I don't have a front plate. Crap. So we'll head to one of the first challenges, which I'll make you right up in here, a tight-ass right-hander, into one of the first hot-lapping circuits that you can do in this map, in this career mode. So coming up to the starting line here, so I'm too fast. Back up? Bro, I'm on the line. Bitch, where? Okay, I'm stage. Target time, minute 30 seconds. Hot lap target time, a minute 25. 1750, bonus star, this to that. Below, cut half best time. So get ready to start here. Neutral drop. Terrible ass neutral drop as traffic disappears. Okay, so do I keep going straight to my first checkpoint? Where is the check? Okay, I see some green up here, so that's my checkpoint up ahead. Go to sport mode for the transmission. Into left. That counted. Okay, terrible ass lefty because I came in too fast, but that still counted. So 11 checkpoints, 30 seconds to Mars. First game on, kids. First game on in Italy for quite some time. Well, car's still drivable, but we're auto steering to the left because I frickin' punched my ass up against the side of the guardrail and damaged my steering alignment, and do I keep going straight? There it goes. Okay, I was confused with the checkpoint for a second, thinking I keep going straight or not. Dude, it's a board sliding on a goddamn gutter there. Damn. I guess I'm really desperate for that 130. I am really desperate for that 130. Was it worth it? No, 128. One more checkpoint to go. It ain't worth it, folks. Start and finish line. 1 minute 42 seconds, 23 milliseconds. $2,052.31. I don't think what I've done here is worth it. I mean, yeah, it's time trial, of course. I got money, but all this damage is not really worth it for... Your attempt is futile. It's embarrassing. And hello, my FPS twin. What the hell is he doing here? And repair costs more than my frickin' winnings, so use another damn voucher for free. So to compensate for that crappy-ass driving for my first game on in Italy, do some racing brakes and racing tires and see what else I can do next around here. Let's take a long-ass drive to a mountainside climb, which is probably going to take me a few minutes to get my ass over here. And Polizia. So on here, you do have the Italian police that will chase after you if you do stupid stuff. It also hits me. If I were to become a police officer in Italy, will I do police things like I do in West Coast USA? I want to try that out probably a little bit later. And after a very brief pursuit, $480 I got for selling the dashcam footage. That was pretty damn easy as the Beowulf Cordova does Beowulf Cordova things. Put that 14,000 horsepower engine to use, buddy. So a closer look at the police car as I now come up to it. So it's a Charrier FCV, the Vival. So instead of the Bruckle Bastions like they do at West Coast USA, we got ourselves a French car. So once I can get the pass, do some American things to the Italians. Ciao, my Italian. Ciao, my Italian. Ciao again, my Italian. Alright, is this it? It's a off-road trial. Oh boy, I never expected this. So, mountainside climb. Go to drive, turn on ECS to ESC to sport, and go. Started, and it's a minute long. If I could steer, yeah, I'm bottoming me out like crazy. touching some rocks, about to tear off my rear bumper off. This is definitely not the right car for this kind of job. I thought it would be more of a tarmac rally, like a tarmac time trial. Bitch, how'd I survive? Alright, number 7, we're over the 1 minute mark. I don't know what to do other than have the car bounce around and go pretty much half the speed than I would take minute 13. Wow. I thought it'd be further up more. So, 1960. God damn, man. There is an AI car here. Is that a Tardier late or no, it's a Scintilla. So a Scintilla is doing what I'm doing and going off-road at the freaking mountainside where I'm going to purchase a garage on the west side of the map over here. Which is probably going to take... Oh my god. Bro, did the Scintilla stall? Or he just took his sweet-ass time to go on a corner? Alright, finally made it down the bottom of the mountain. And let's pull up to see how much this garage costs. Literally, it's a garage, period. Buying it for $285,000. Well, I'm not a broke boy. Go for it. So, fix the goddamn sunburst. Well, let's do it anyways. And while I'm at it, while I'm trying out here, let me see if we can find a police car, which I know, speaking of dealerships here, they're not like what it used to be with West Coast USA with your Carlino Auto Sales, which is pretty much like a... This feels like somewhat in a way, like a higher up Trusted Autos, right? Look at all the high miles, everything. But I know FBX is literally like Trusted Auto Sales with the German reliability I-Series with 250,000 miles. More 250,000 miles, 300,000 miles, and all that good stuff. And of course, Polizia Auto Sales is the Polizia, all the police cars that you could buy up in here. And we're pretty good. Let's click on private. Rolling chassis. So there's the rolling chassis shops here in Italy. Alright then. Oh boy, we got the DH SuperNat. I did this on a dedicated video, but it almost feels like you know what? I'm gonna buy it for the heck of it and fly this over here for the lulz. I'm gonna do this anyways. I'm gonna buy this first because why not? And then buy a police car. So we got the DH SuperNat in check. I could buy this bitch for $25,000. And before I get my ass whooped by a car here, start a test drive. Do not hit me, please. Starts up as so. And the Dracus is going to stay put. Good boy, Dracus. Good boy. And of course, Collective lifts up. As so. Flies as so. Fire the missiles. Come at me, pugs. Who's going to be first in line? You there. I missed. Looks like the Beowulf Cordova. You next? Ooh. I missed. And airtime. Well, this is a cheap vehicle, like a cheap way to start farming some milestones is to get the DH SuperNat, which surprisingly still works, and then just fly in the air and get the airtime achievements in the top right there. Alright, one more missile. Can I... Damn. 13 seconds to go. Let me land this real quick before... Pretty much where I was at, so... Land this bitch before the blades commit suicide. Because watch, the test drive will be over. I'm gonna watch the throttle on the Collective. Because right there, the tail rotor just freaking combusted breaks apart every time you get out of the car like this, get out of the chopper. So I'm deliver this to the garage as so, purchase, and GTFO. But bro, why can I not summon a taxi? Why can I not do the recovery menu? Do I gotta like restart? I gotta restart. This is stupid. I gotta restart. I can't do the freaking menu. Alright, so I'm back in, and of course, if you were to join back with the career mode, if you're in Italy, you can reload in Italy if you are in Italy. So, computer, and let's see, do I got the... Yes, I do the SuperNat, and it's still in good shape. Wow. Not in good shape. Not wow, right? Yeah, it somehow got delivered to frickin' Uncle's condo. Are you kidding me, mate? I was about to say, after buying a chopper, let's go to the police auto sales and buy a good old police car. Let's probably blend in with the rest of the crowd and buy the FCV Torgrok model, which is a manual and it's a diesel because, well, Europeans are somehow sexually addicted to diesels rather than gasoline cars here in the US. And will this work here? Let's just do purchase, and hopefully this will work in this garage only, not Uncle's damn condo. Alright, door respawn complete. Survey said... raceless, good! Alright, let's see. So the freaking FCV. I am now a cop. Congratulations, I am the Blizia. Alright, let's get out on patrol and see... the frickin' most powerful i6 taking back shots on the Scintilla. Kids, yeah, kids, don't look at that. Oh, we got ourselves a wannabe police chase. Like, what the hell has happened here? The serpent? What do we got here? I think it's a serpent that's running loose, right? Suspects under arrest. So yeah, the police do work here, especially you becoming the officer in Italy, and I got $1,900 for, quote-unquote, arresting a total dumbass. Oh, hey, look, we're coming up to a roundabout. Watch this, kids. Watch this, kids. To all your Europeans and Americans that don't know how to do this, let's see, watch this. It's gonna be a right, rep. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, you gotta turn signal. There we go. I exited right. There. And a THX car is fleeing as I talk about freaking turn signals in a roundabout, God damn it. So, THX car, the audience is running away because Razer bought these guys out. Yeah, in real life, which is kind of interesting if you don't know, THX was bought out by Razer like a few years ago or something, like 2017? 16, something like that? Quite a while ago. So, THX is having a seizure. Let's, I'm gonna do a pit maneuver after the Serpent, so do it on the right. Serpent's pulled over. THX is having a total frickin' seizure. Godzilla had a stroke and frickin' died. Where's his hitbox? Right there, I believe. More. Now he's fleeing. Now he's unleashing the power of the deep. No, look at him go. Damn, 1050 into another serpent. Yep, you. The border dragging. Bro, what is this? Are we in Ohio or what? Give me my money, please. $2,956.83. Will I get my money on the... I think it's the Porta Draghi or the... I think it's the Draghi because it's blue. The green is the Porta Rodi is the green one. So I'm not getting my money. Cybertruck can do Cybertruck things, so both are calmed down. Let's just gently head into city as so. The tribal, well, gotta turn around somehow as he just literally took off after me when I was like even with him. So... inline 6 car, learn how to drive, please. And where'd he go? Well, that's a good commercial for Leno. It could easily escape the Italian police. A Beowulf. What'd it do? So the frickin' Cypress, did he hit a cop or did the thing trigger for a police chase with the other police car? Who did you massacre? The Weno and Serpent, and you're still going. Damn, that 17,000 horsepower motor is really doing you as you commit police brutality on them. Alright, so now we really got a police chase going, unlike the last ones where it was just like a little hit and run, and they, ooh, tight. Hit into a Cybertruck. This might be his end game. He's still pushing the Cybertruck. He's got potential. I'm just gonna let him go unless... nope, he's gonna get himself stuck. So, $2,790.66 from a pretty decent police chase. He hit several vehicles, including a cop car, and ended up getting stuck with the Cybertruck. I want to say, like, for the past several police chases, they've been, like, boring as hell from, like, you know, the revenge of the frickin' inline 6 cars they drag the Weno Apex. I was gonna say, for like the past 20 minutes, the last several police chases had been boring, as the AI tends to crash into something like a few seconds of the chase. At least with the ones with the Beowulf Cypress, the one I was just in. that was a good one, as they really got paid, unlike the last ones getting like $1,200 per chase because they were so short. Alright, one more thing off the list. Am I able to do repo missions here in Italiano? So, repair, do a standard repair, and let's see here. What trucks that we can get that are repo compatible, like the D series? So it's a private seller. I'll take the 98D series, which is 2.5 miles away, 324 beam bucks for this bad boy, and take this on over to Uncle's garage, his condo, quote unquote. I don't care, just buy. Damn, this is a long bed. And tire-wise, it doesn't even fit in the frickin' parking spot that much, and the bed hangs over to the actual right-of-way, like where you're driving on stuff, so you're driving, you hit the side of the truck. So, part customization, all parts, do repo. Oh. Repo don't work here, or am I tripping? So, typing in repo, normally this will give you the option to give you the repo arm, and the controls and all that good stuff, but apparently this isn't the case in here. Is it because we're in frickin' Italy or whatever? Just a long bed extended frame. Because usually the long beds are the ones that do work for the repo arm to be implemented in the D series. Kind of like what I did several months ago trying to do some repo work at West Coast, USA. What if I try to personalize the license plate kind of like with the repo missions in lowercase letters? Type in repo, R-E-P-O, on the truck and see what's it like trying to do repo missions. So get in the truck and open up the phone and click on repo. Generate mission. So repos work, but let me get a trailer real quick. I'll probably purchase at the commercial auto sales. Let's set the route here for the enclosed car trailer. Alright, Mr. Trailer, I don't even care about you, so let's just back around up, Terry. Back around up, Terry. Can I just hijack this right away? Guess so, hijack this right away, eh? Yeah, hijack this right away, eh? But I first gotta purchase a trailer, so I have this in my legal possession. Start a test drive? I can test drive a trailer? What the fuck? So, what happens if I purchase it with it still being attached? Please don't glitch out. Thank you for not glitching out. So going back into my truck and cell phone, repo, generate mission. Okay, loading mission. Where will be my first repo job? Please be a small car. A Piccolina. I bought a big-ass trailer for nothing, so the Piccolina Tricolor. Yes, sirree. So 4 miles away, go to the waypoint, and automatically throw down a cell phone as so. And for the cell phone, this is for the RLS Career Mod only. What I do have is that if you go into the options here, if I keep mine set up here, so go into controls, and just search up just phone. And go under gameplay, and it says toggle phone, click on the plus button, and what I did is use the scroll lock button to toggle the cell phone as you see, as so. So, can I... Well, in third-person view, I could manage the Italian landscape, but probably if it comes down to the one-way streets into deep parts of downtown, some narrow alleyways, this and that, I'm probably going to struggle big time. Hey, look, a roundabout again, so I go straight, so no need for a signal. Just come in as so, yield to the traffic, and for the heck of it, right turn signal, because I'm exiting to the right, and turn it off as soon as you leave. Can any Americans replicate that? Or no? What the hell? Is... the chinchilla just raped my trailer! I'm calling the cops! Yeah, you better stay down here, you punk ass. You better build the damn damage to my trailer. All of a sudden, how was the trailer in good shape after that crash? The door's rattling, but how is all of a sudden the trailer is in good shape? Did it, like, like, you know, regenerate its health, quote-unquote, or what? Alright, going down a one-way, no sirree alleyway. I think I damaged a car, and damn, even the damage from being rear-ended screwed up the entire back bumper. Damn, son. So, barely navigate through here. Am I clear? Let's assume we're clear after that car. And there's a Piccolino in this here. Yep, Autobell online dealership. This parking lot by the biatch. I guess we'll just park it here. Go off-road a little bit. Might as well put a 4x4 on. And manage with the doors and... Crap, I had to go into the freaking trailer and manage the doors. There you go. And there you go. God damn it! After the collision, now the thing's bent backwards. I seemingly can't force this thing back into place, and I cannot use the node grabber. Wait. Nope. I think this thing is jacked up. There we go. But it'll be weird getting this thing on and staying on here once I haul the bad boy. So the car is on, put this in the gear, drive it into the trailer because, well, it's a narrow boy, alright. Alright, Mr. Ottobello, in his true Italiano glory, get you in as so. A little bit more, center it good enough, engine off, and it's parker brakes on, so we're good, and yeet me outside of the car, and how will this work? So the door. Uh-oh. The door does not work. Mr. Autobello, you better hold on for dear life because this will be a hell of a journey. So where do I gotta go? Damn, you're pretty much in town where sorta I was at, per se. No way, I go to freaking commercial auto sales. This is where it's at. Really? I go where commercial auto sales is at, but I think just down the road is where the dealership is at. Who needs a door anyways? Seriously, this is a simple curb. This is a simple curb. How can I take a simple curb? Watch this, watch this. That is a simple curb. Why can't I take a simple curb? I'm jackknifing the damn chair. I got nowheres to go because this trailer refuses and defuses and confuses. There we go. Now you pop the curb. You go over it. Now... American Truck Simulator? No, this is in Europe, so Euro Truck Simulator is staying backwards. But I'm gonna hit the sign, but thankfully signs are not collidable. And now back to south, stop on the road, and hop the curb. Watch my positioning, and watch for cross traffic, and get on the main road, and deliver this in less than 2 pieces. One car there. And pull in. Watch the American Taxi. Swing. Ooh, a little bit dicey. Okay. Drive. Autobell is hitting the frickin' front end of the trailer. I should be good to go no matter what, right? And why is the Cybertruck, aka Dino Truck here, why is the hitch glowing orange like that? Can I just touch tips and tell each other or what? Oh, it's over here, it's over here, it's over here, it's over here, it's over here. God damn. I'm just gonna drive it in as so. So hit the brakes. No, a little bit more. Watch the side of the cliff face, the rock face and all that stuff before the rock says sell the dash cam footage for $406.91 and play the game is my milestone. So what happens if I drive the trailer in? I drive the trailer... Good! The car disappears, so... Game saved. Am I compensated? $10,100. Nice! But seeing that I got the trailer, I'm gonna go to Raceless and drop the trailer off and see if I can do a taxi mission. Oh, wait, hey, wait a minute. Go to here. Buy a garage here. So, this is the garage. Oh, boy, this is probably not going to be my commercial hub. I'm guessing Uncle's probably going to be my commercial hub. Yeah, that's my garage. Well, so much for being a commercial hub. Purchased a garage for $100,000. Okay, for $100,000. So how is this gonna work? Use the computer, go to my vehicles, so D series, put that in the storage, trailer, put that into storage. So that's both at McGorryling? And then I should get a taxi cab to the Sunburst and try to see if I can do a taxi mission. So, again, can't use the damn recovery menu. Like, what? Cell phones don't exist? Radio menu. Okay, radio menu. I get nothing. Well, I can't retrieve the frickin'... I can retrieve the cargo chair, but... Where are you at, though? Well, there's my trailer, but why can I not retrieve my own truck? So what if I go here, computer, my vehicles, and put that into storage, D-series. I can't call the D-series. I can't call it in. Alright, reloaded, D-series. Now you call it in. Now you call it in. Probably in the future gonna enable, like, when you get into a crash, is to paint the body fixtures. So by wasting all that time, what if it become 6 people, a taxi driver? Let's see how this works in Italy. Alright, so with all this chaos going in the background, we're in a damn racetrack. 3 people, $659 per kilometer. I don't know how much it'll be at the end, so try it out. 3 passengers, make a left here. Yo, imagine this street. Imagine if I had a trailer running down this narrow-ass street. This is like literally a pedestrian road. Not for cars or nothing like that. It's basically just a pedestrian pathway. Alrighty, so it seems like we are going to the airport. Alright, so not only that, we got the Alpha Kratos with the American flags and all that stuff spreading its imperialistic agenda here in Italy. Alright, ciao, my fellow passengers. Oh, so I already picked them up. I have Alzheimer's or something, right? 2,200 hours, damn. So yeah, taxi missions are possible in this map here of Italy with the RLS Career Overhaul Mod. Did I blindly pick up the passengers? Because I don't even remember picking them up. I know I drove down the alleyway and then the thing told me to turn around. Were they like in the alleyway somehow and I picked them up there and they need to go to the airport? I'm so confused. So checking this out, coming back to the airport with the entrance here. Let's see if I go to Potenze, which I believe that's parking lot or departure. I think it's departures. Will this take me to West Coast USA if I go down this lane here? Because you either go down to the airport roads here that pretty much gives you a ride, I think it's over there, to West Coast USA. Because before, in one of Raceless's devlog videos, I'm still not getting it yet, but one of their devlog videos is that if you go to the tunnels, then you would go either between West Coast USA and Italy, and vice versa. And what is homeboy in the Sharia doing? Here, let me help you. There, you're free now, buddy. There, you're free. Go on. I said you're free. Why are you still trying to break your own damn car? What if I go backwards? So, is it over here? Over here? Maybe? Yeah, so the airport. The left lane of the airport is where you go to West Coast USA, correct? And coming into West Coast USA, so I'm back at the cheap-ass Chinatown garage. Luckily, I'm over here rather than being out in the middle of nowhere, especially like by the highway or this and that, so it spawns you at the garage, kind of like in a similar fashion, being spawned at Uncle's condo for stepping into Italy. And of course, if I were to go into the Chinatown garage and use the computer, I do not, yes, Raceless, condo, McGorgy, so yes. My Sunburst that I once purchased here in the US has been shipped over to Italy, and it stayed in Italy because I can't retrieve it because it's over in Italy. So, with the Italy expansion pack for the RLS Career Overhaul Mod, this greatly expands the experience of the game's career mode. Instead of being limited to West Coast USA, you can go back and forth between the two maps and do some exploring. As of right now in Italy, you can only do drift and time trial missions, but you can also do the police, repo, and tech missions like you can do in West Coast USA. So anyways, that'll do it with BeamNG.drive's career mode with the RLS Career Overhaul Mod. And for those who are interested in this type of content, please be sure to like and subscribe so you won't miss out on any videos like this in the future. So this is TRIZE rising up and signing out.